Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. We designed a beautiful necklace with the Sam Speed box subscription for the month of October 2029, which is right here. And I thought I will make a matching bracelet for that. So this is what I came up with. So these are some of the bangles that I did quite a while ago. Not quite a while, I would say 4 or 5 weeks ago. This is just lockshead knot, and these are with memory wire and some cord and some beads. So I used memory wire, but it is adjustable. As you guys can see, you can just open this up and slip it on your fingers, on your hands, sorry, on your wrist. So it's just without any loop because it springs to itself, right? I hope you guys are, well aware of what memory wire is. It comes in spools of 150. It's just a continuous a loop that you can cut. Let me show you a smaller version of this. Is this? Can you see that? It comes like a continuous coil like that, and then you can cut it and use it. But you can't use your regular memory wire. Regular wire cutters, which is this right here. You can't use that because with memory wire the steel is very strong. It holds its shape, that's why it's called memory wire. And if you use your regular wire cutters, it will damage your wire cutter. It will definitely damage your wire cutters. So you need memory wire cutters for cutting memory wire, so that you don't ruin your pliers. So you just open up the coil. All you need to do is, for this kind of bracelets, these can be stacked, it can be worn alone. You can make multiple of them, like several of them, and then add it. And if you are you can wear it like this, you can wear just the plain one, or you can wear just the two of the plain ones, or you can wear just this and this. So it's totally up to you. See this, it's if you bend it to the side like that and you wear it like this, can you see how pretty it looks? So you can stack it like this. So you can do a lot of things with this, just a small slight variation, and then you will have a stack of bracelets that you can work with. You can make this as gifts. You can just give this one as a gift to someone, they could wear it, or you can give the entire set, or you can make more of these, and so forth and so on. So the thing is, holidays are coming by, so it's the perfect gift, quick gift that you can make. So you just remove the coil. So just about say here, so you need to make a loop on this side, the other side. So that's all the space that you need to overlap with. In this, I wish I just cut a little bit down. I had extra, but I did cut a little bit down just to make the design element okay, because I don't want the stitches was perfect, so I didn't want to disturb that. That's why there's a little gap. But I essentially prefer this. See this, how the loops overlap here? So I prefer that. So in order to achieve that, what I would do is I would just, that's one circle, and I will just overlap this circle by a little bit, just 3/4 of an inch or so. Okay, so this is what I have. See how it overlaps a little bit? That's what I need to work this project. So, and then there you can use your regular round nose pliers to make a loop. I have been using that for years and years now, like 15 years or so. But the thing is, this is a special memory wire finishing pliers. It is called, it's from Bead. It's 3mm and 1.5 millimeters. So this part is 3mm if you want a bigger loop, and this is 1.5 millimeter. And this, I just opened the package, so, and I really like it. So here we go. You take this and hold it like this, and then make a loop outward. I like to make a loop outward, but you can make a loop inward if you want to. Just make sure that you don't distort this shape. It's a little bit hard wire to handle, so this pliers comes in handy. So once you make the loop, I made one more as well. You're ready to string your beads. You can directly string your beads, or you can do with what I did. So I'm going to show you guys how I did this, and then we will use different beads to do that. Since in that necklace I have a particular set of beads, I want to reuse those beads and then make this. I ran out of this 4mm truck beads. I have only this much left. So I have one of the blue and some of the gold. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So I need 11 beads to make, which I don't have. I have only 8, which will be very less. You can use that. It's totally up to you. You will have, if you have enough beads to work with, you can use that. You can use even seed beads. The cord accommodates a seed bead. For this cord, the amount of cord that we need, I used 3 feet of cord. That was perfect for the project. So I cut myself 3 feet of cord. So this one is slightly waxed, so it's better to keep it inside a Ziploc or the cover that it came, and zip it so that it's doesn't dry off. And I like to work with a little bit of cord. You can start with the bigger one and go. That's the way to go, and it is a long way. So I just fold this into half. Okay, take the memory wire, put the loop inside, and take these 2 cords in through that. That's my first lockset knot. We are going to do a series of lockset knots, so don't worry, I will continue with that. But this one we do it with 2 cords, and then we'll continue doing it with 1 cord. Make sure this is the center of the loop, right opposite to that loop that we created. Okay, now you just tighten that up. Take 1 cord which goes on the other side, take the other cord on the other side, hold it with your fingers, or you can hold it with some clips, alligator clips or so, like that. So take this, go on top and underneath and through that loop. Okay, that's one. Okay, and the second one will be go underneath the memory wire and through that loop. See how you create a 6 kind of a figure, and see that there is another lockset knot with just 1 cord. Don't worry, I will make it a couple of times. You will get familiarized with what it is, but here you need to decide what beads you're going to add. So I added 4 lockset knot in between that for that, and then 5 at the end. So between that I have 6 9 10 11 beads. So if I'm going to use 8, then I will probably have to do more number of knots in between, probably 6 knots or so in between. Then I can use just one of the blue, and the rest will be all gold. I can also use the delica beads, the 11 delicas, because it does go through this, but it is a bit of a hassle. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add the blue first, because that needs to be in the center. So go over, under, and through that loop. Forget that there is a bead right there, and just do your lockset knot, right? And then pull that. There will be a little bit of wire shown, but that's okay. then just make sure this is on the side so it doesn't confuse you. So this is under, put this under, over and through the loop. Okay, when you pull, you have your locksnet knot. So continue 6 knots and 1 bead, just like that. So over, under, and pull through. Under, over, and pull through. Just like that. I know this is a bit of a hassle. I can also use my, just to hold everything down and do my knot this way on the knotty total. Under, over, and pull through. So I'll continue doing the knots, and then after every 6 knots I will add a bead. So tighten the first one up and the second one. Once you do the second one, it's much more secure. I think 5 is good enough to add one of the bead. So I'm just going to add the matte gold. These are waxed cord. You can snip this off at the end at an angle so that it'll be easier to go through the beads. Make sure the bead sits right next to that, and then pull the thread and tighten that up, and then tighten the next one. See, so you can just move this ahead so that whenever you're doing the knot, it's upside. There we go. So this is all it is. It's very simple and straightforward. You can use multiple coils. I mean, this because I have this separate, you can stack these and you can interchange and stuff, but you can have a continuous coil as well. I will continue doing this and come back and show you guys the finished one. So I finished stringing all of these. See this, so this is the end of it. So 3 feet of cord, I have this much left. Snip this off, leaving a short tail. Make sure you carefully burn this because this is a thinner cord and it might burn pretty fast. So once you do that, you still have to create a loop here. You take again your pliers, keep it right about here. I still feel not so comfortable with this. I don't know why, but Once you have a U, then you can go ahead and take your bent nose pliers, because that's the one which is stronger. Then go ahead and I have the peanut bead here. I just tried it out, but I didn't take it off, but that's okay. So when I make a loop, yeah, I should probably take that off. The easiest way to actually burn this cord is to thread zap it. Let's try to thread zap it. Instead of using a lighter, this is much more safer. There we go. Then if you want, you can snip off a little bit more wire, because we want the loop here, right? We don't want the loop all the way here. So I'm just gonna snip off that excess wire and try this again. There we go. See, that loop should align. That's what I really like. So you can actually have it like this, or you can have it on the top. But see, the lockside knot, beautifully done. So that's one. This is another one that I did. Okay, we have two of these. And see this, it's on the top, or you can do it on the side. If you do it on the side, just turn this a little this way. See that? That'll look like this. And then you can add in the middle whatever you want. And then so the middle, I added the peanut beads. That looks really pretty. And then I want this to be on the top, just like that. See how pretty they are? I thought first the peanut beads won't look good, but when I tried, it fitted through the cord, plus it looked good. The peanut beads. So I used a different cord for this. I know this is a waxed cord, but I had it in the blue, so I wanted to definitely use the blue because that will be a contrast for our set right here. What do you think? Right? That's pretty, in my opinion. So what I did was I used the waxed cord, 0.8 millimeter, and again the same way we need to finish this off. And I think we can use one more peanut bead here. So I used a little bit. See, for in this case I used a bead after every other lockside knot. In here I used 4 knots and 1 bead, and here 5 knots and 1 bead, and here I used only 1 knot and 1 bead. So if you use it that way, you need a little bit lesser than the 3 feet. Otherwise you will need 3 feet. In this case you will need a little, like maybe 2.5 feet should be good enough. Okay, just don't go 2 feet, it won't be enough. So I did manage to put one more peanut bead right there, and then check if you want this much of a cord for the loop. If not, Just snip off a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Hold your hand on top because otherwise this will fly around and then it might poke your kids or your pets or yourself. Okay, now again use the pliers and make a loop. See, that loop aligns. So once you do that, you need to actually snip this off and melt. Let's see with this how far it goes. If not, there we go. Little bit left. It's good to have a little bit more. See, this one is perfect. This one is a little bit long, but still I can use this for, you know, a sliding knot or something. I'll save those. The small ones I'll get rid of. So we have our stacked bracelets, and as I said, you can use this for any beads you want, as long as the beads fits through the cord. That's the only criteria. And you can arrange this on the top or on the side, however you want it to, but those looks really pretty. As you guys can see, you can stack this up, or you can, you know, wear it individually. It's totally up to you. So here is a stack. This is using Sam's Bead box, but here is a stack, just plain locks and knots on both the memory wire, and the middle I used some seed beads, and this looks really pretty as well. So it's just up to you how you want the end product to look like. You can design it as per your requirements. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. And this one right here, this one right here is used with the waxed cord. These ones are also waxed, but they are a little bit different cord. So I used all of these. We used memory wire and lockset knot to make these stackable bracelets. These are single bracelets, but they are memory wire, so it retains its shape. So you don't have to know the wrist size of the person that you're making these for. Perfect for gifts.